All right, today guys, I want to teach you how to make Instagram Reels so you can attract more ideal clients and make more money. So this is a huge struggle for a lot of coaches because they don't know how to put together a reel so that it's effective, so that it can bring in that initial attention, prove that you're someone that they can trust, give them actionable advice, and then give them a call to action and set up the caption in a way that can keep them in your organic ecosystem or lead them to the next steps in your system that's going to be in their best interest to help them achieve their goals, okay? So look, I've broken this down into 4 easy parts. We have the hook, social proof, actionable advice, call to action, and the caption structure, okay? So first, we're going to go over the hook. Now, the hook is arguably the most important part of any video, okay? So there's many different structures and different ways to make videos, but with this type of video, we're going to create hooks specifically to make sure that we get as much attention as we possibly can and we focus on the pain points of our clients. Now you have to understand something, okay? You have 0 to 5 seconds to make your hook. No more than that, okay? And really sometimes it's 3 seconds, right? So I say somewhere around 3 to 5 seconds. You have 3 to 5 seconds to basically do the following, okay? Either ask a question about their struggle, make a bold statement about their situation, present a startling statistic that's related to their situation, or share a misconception that they believe, okay? Now, if you do one of 4 of these things and you do it effectively, your hook will be strong enough to bring the right types of people into your audience, all right? So think about it. Ask a question about what they struggle with, right? So, how long have you been fat? That's a question, right? Make a bold statement about their situation. You'll never be happy if you don't get in shape. That's pretty bold, right? Present a startling statistic related to their current situation. Most men over the age of 30, their testosterone starts declining, and the majority of those men are out of shape and they're living half-assed lives, right? Again, do I know the actual statistic of that? No. Could I Google it in 5 seconds right now to figure it out? Sure. Share a misconception that they believe, right? You're not going to get in shape doing X, or this is not the only way to get in shape, whatever it is, right? Let's say cutting carbs or carnivore or keto or whatever it is. You can give that as an example of a misconception that they may believe in that's holding them back from their goals, okay? Moving on. Social proof, okay? 5 to 15 seconds. The next 5 to 15 seconds is so important because the top 2 things that you're doing with this section is you're creating authority and trustworthiness, all right? I can't tell you how important this is because the hook brings people in, but the social proof justifies the reason for why the fuck they should listen to you, okay? This is really important, really, really important to remember because if you don't have proof, you're fucking nobody, okay? So, and if you're nobody, then that means that you're not going to be trusted and that no one's going to buy your shit, okay? So this is really important to remember, guys. You have to show proof of what? Success stories with your clients, right? Client before and afters, your personal journey, credentials, right? Concrete data supporting your expertise. You literally need to, in the next 5 to 15 seconds, so 10 seconds, right? Because this is the first 5 seconds. Then after those first 5 seconds, you have the next 5 to 15 seconds. And you have to take that essentially 10 seconds or less to build authority and build trustworthiness through one of these means. Okay, so a really good example could be, hey, I've gotten 13 people in shape this month, right? Again, let's say that the hook was something along the lines of, how long are you going to live out of shape as a grown man? Okay? I just made this one off the cuff. I wanted to kind of do it live on the video to show you how I think through this process. But this would technically be the hook for the video, right? How long are you going to live out of shape as a grown man, right? So who is this speaking to? Grown men who are out of shape, and it's asking them a question that's going to make them question themselves about how long they're going to choose to live out of shape, right? So this is perfectly embodying what? It's crucial for getting the attention, right? It's controversial. It speaks to a certain individual. And then it focuses on pain points, right? This person is out of shape and they have been for an extended period of time. How do we know that? Because we're talking directly to that type of person, right? We frame it exactly in that way. Now, the authority and trustworthiness, right? So how long are you going to live out of shape as a grown man? Now, let's just say, for example, let's say I'm a decently above average muscular guy, right? And I'm wearing a tank top and I'm talking about fitness. Some people may question my expertise, but most people are gonna know, hey, this dude is in shape. He probably knows what he's talking about. But we don't rest on that. We take it to another level. And here's what I mean. We need to build authority and trustworthiness in 10 seconds. And a lot of these people, they don't fucking know us. And even if they do know us, this has not been established enough yet. And this is the means of how you're doing it. But within that next 10 seconds, we need to immediately show them, hey, look, these are all my client success stories. For example, how long are you going to live out of shape as a grown man? Here's my client, Alex, who worked with me for 6 months and was able to make 10 years worth of progress. So once we've established that proof with a literal real life example of a client that we've worked with, right? Another way that we could do it is we could show our own personal journey. Let's say you're a coach first starting out. You don't really have much clients. Guys, this is a picture of me before and this is a picture of me after I learned what I learned, right? You have to show the reason why people should listen to you, okay? If you don't do this, people are not gonna trust you and you're not gonna have any sense of authority. So make sure you're doing this in your reels. People, they just don't know who you are, okay? I always give this example to my clients. It's kind of funny to think about, but let's say that The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was to drop a chest program right now. Chest workout, build your chest, build the big chest, right? Do you think fucking anybody on the planet, besides maybe 3.03% of super educated science nerds, are gonna question whether The Rock knows what he's talking about when it comes to building a chest, building muscle? No, right? Majority of people will say, okay, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The association that I make with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is that he's muscular, that he's strong, and that for the better part of, when we've known Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's been just a big muscular guy, right? He has ultimate social proof. The reason I'm using this very extreme example is because he's so famous that the social proof is a given. It's not something that needs to be justified. It's the same thing with like any other famous person, right? The brand is the justification for whatever the offer is, right? Guess fucking what? You're not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and you're not Kylie Jenner. Oops, should have picked different parents. But in that case, we can learn the systems to prove to our audience why they should listen to us and why they should trust us. Get what I'm saying? So the next part, 15 to 45 seconds. Now this is about 30 seconds, right? So this is more or less the longer part of the video. Now think about it. We're only 15 seconds in, right? We got the hook. So we'll circle that. And then we got the social proof. My client, Alex, lost 50 pounds in 6 months, right? We could even show a before and after of him. And made 10 years of progress in that time. Wow, that's pretty crazy, right? He makes 10 years of progress in 6 months. I show literal proof of it, so it's undeniable, right? Then we move into the next part, which is the actionable advice. Well, what did we do? Like, what did I do for Alex that maybe your client can then implement into their programming to help improve their life, right? It's a free fucking video, right? We're just giving them advice that they don't have to take it, but we're just offering them the advice. If they want it, they can take it and they can apply it, okay? Now here's the important part about actionable advice, okay? You have 30 seconds to do this, right? You're already into the video. So the fact that you've gotten them in with the hook and prove that you're someone that they should listen to, you really want to make this value good, as in practical, and you really want to make it directed at their pain points. So this is solving a problem directly in 30 seconds in a video, and I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? It's broken down into two parts, right? Immediate value, right? This has to be guidance that is practical and implementable. This can't be like something that you'd have to think about. It's something that you literally would have to go and do or could do that day or that week to get results, okay? Has to be specific and it has to be achievable, okay? A clear breakdown, so you can't be wishy-washy. You have to give them things, like I said, that they can actually fucking do, not think about. And implement the actionable advice in a way that they could get a quick win that will build momentum. Because a lot of people don't realize that when you give free value in your content, the people that are gonna eventually be your clients, it's very likely that they're gonna take the free content and they're gonna apply it to their real life. Now, what happens in that process is that goodwill is built within the prospect. So while all that goodwill is being built, we can get a quick win and then build the momentum into them buying what we are selling. Get what I'm saying? Because think about it. We've already given them value. We've given them actionable advice. Then they're going to go apply it. And then guess what? They're going to get results for fucking free. And then when we ask them to message us, right, to have a conversation with us, with the CTA, then it's like, well, hey, all this goodwill is built. Now all that needs to happen is what? A conversation that bridges the prospect to becoming a client. Right? So guys, address common obstacles, right? You want to take away objections that the person could have, right? Because in your advice, there's always going to be excuses that people could make based off of what you're saying. They're like, well, I don't have time. I don't have this. Use what would be the most common roadblock for people and take it away in the video. And if you are an online fitness coach watching this training right now and you like this training, you're getting a lot of value from it already, you can go ahead and message me on Instagram. Not everyone's a good fit for my program, but really what I'm trying to do is connect with those individuals that are in really good shape, that are ready to build their businesses, and just be the help that they need so they can make money, take care of themselves, take care of their families, and ultimately live the life that they want to live. So if you're interested in that, just shoot me a message. But guys, anyway, provide context for implementation, right? The whole point of this is just giving them the most simple and easily applicable action item that they could do, like I said, either that day or that week. Now, a good example of this could be this, right? How long are you going to live out of shape as a grown man? My client Alex lost 50 pounds in 6 months and made 10 years of progress in that time. Now, what's the actionable advice that we want to give? This is the actionable advice that we want to give, okay? Now, this is what we did. First, we set a massive goal. Then I implemented my accountability system with my app, right? Now, Alex was doing the most simple fitness program he's ever done, tracking results and making amazing progress. Now, what do we do with Alex? First, we set a massive goal. Then I implemented my accountability system with my app. Alex was doing the most simple fitness program he's ever done, tracking results and making amazing progress. So where's the actionable advice? When you keep your life simple, track workouts and nutrition, you get better results in less time. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. First, we set a massive goal. Then I implemented my accountability system with my app. Alex was doing the most simple fitness program he's ever done, tracking results and making amazing progress. When you keep your life simple, track workouts and nutrition, you get better results in less time. So what's the takeaway here? Oh, okay. Well, first of all, there's something about this accountability system that this client got that made him make amazing progress. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm not ready to buy from this person yet, but it's really good to know that he holds his clients accountable, and that was a big factor in him making progress. Maybe I need to hold myself accountable, or maybe I need to either hire him or find someone to keep me accountable, right? So it's changing their mindset by the time they're in this point of the video. Now, what is the example of what Alex did? Alex was doing the most simple fitness program he's ever done, tracking results and making amazing progress, right? So what I'm doing is I'm basically making it super simple. Guys, the biggest factor was accountability. He had someone holding him accountable, right? He was tracking his workouts and his nutrition, and he made better results in less time, right? So when people say, well, I don't have time to track, and I don't have time to record, and I don't have time to cook, and he got better results in less time. You get what I'm saying? All we did was we just kept it simple. We took all the jargon and all the extra shit and all the BS that he learned before, we threw it out, we replaced it with my easily implementable system, and now this has got people thinking, dude, I need someone to hold me accountable, and I need to start tracking my fucking workouts and my nutrition so I can get better results in less time. This would be the actionable advice section of this. Now, the last part of creating a proper reel is this. You have the CTA and you have the caption structure. Now, if you're gonna do a call to action, you can either do it in the video or you can do it in the caption or both. Now, here's what I mean. When you're doing a CTA, you wanna make sure that it's direct and it has clear instructions to message you, okay? So none of this like, let me know if you're interested and I don't know and blah, blah, blah. No, comment this word if you want me to message you, or comment this word if you want me to send whatever value that you have waiting to send them, okay? Now, emphasize additional value, okay? Look, when they come into the DMs, they're expecting something, okay? So you can actually say in your direct message, you can set the expectation. Hey, DM me start when you're ready to get in shape, and I'll see if you're a good fit for the team in our conversation, okay? So they're waiting, they're saying, okay, well, I'm gonna message this person and I really want help, but I wanna see if I'm a good fit for the team, right? They're expecting something when they get to the messages, okay? Use action-oriented language, okay? The call to action is literally, it's in the name. It's you're telling them to do something, right? So a call to action doesn't have to be, hey, message me for this, message me this word for this free value, or message me if you wanna get in shape. It could also be, hey, comment below and let me know what you think about this video, or shoot me a follow for more value. There's many different ways to do call to actions. You just have to remember direct and clear instructions to get in contact with you, right? It doesn't have to be this, but this is super important to implement this in your strategy. Emphasize additional value and use action-oriented language. Now, for the captions, very simply, it has to be concise and compelling. Brief description of the video. Don't do these long captions on videos. Don't do that anymore, because people think like, oh, well, they're gonna read the caption and they're gonna spend more time on the video. That's not how it works, bro. They're fucking watching a reel because they want to be entertained by the video, okay? If someone's gonna read the caption, they're gonna be distracted by the caption and not watch the video. You get what I'm saying? And again, I know there's a strategy where it's, you make a quick video and you put the caption in the description, and then all the value is there. That's great and dandy, but how about make the video, give the value in the video, and then have them message you for more? That's gonna work way better. Now highlight the value in the caption, okay? You can break down like the high level thought in the video in the caption. Something that really helps too is to use SEO based language in your captions. So like if your video is about fat loss, make sure you say something about fat loss in the caption. If your video is about gaining muscle, say something about gaining muscle. If your video is about having higher energy and having more time with your kids, say that in the caption. That's actually gonna help the video get pushed out to more people. So another thing too is create urgency and relevance, right? In the caption, you have to realize that when people get through this entire process, you have to understand that this is an entire process of equipping them to be ready to make a decision, okay? So it's likely that on the video, the caption is the last thing that they're gonna read. So make sure that when you're doing a CTA, you put the CTA at the bottom of the caption, right? 3 sentences, CTA at the bottom. If you want them to read what you're saying in the caption, put the CTA at the bottom. Guys, it's very simple to actually create reels. It's actually simple, right? This is not a complicated process at all. It's just that the only thing that will hold people back is that they haven't tried this enough times and they haven't iterated enough data to see what works. There is 100% a chance that you could make a couple videos like this and they will do shitty. Like they won't get views. Because this, just like fitness, is something that has to be mastered. Okay? All of you fitness coaches, you remember exactly where you were when you had your first couple workouts, right? You had no idea what you were doing. You're trying to read the, I was reading magazines, you're on the YouTube, you're trying to figure it out. It's confusing, right? Then you started to practice it and you got better at it. And that's why I'm able to teach this, because this is something that I've practiced. This is something that my clients practice, and this fucking works. So apply this to your content strategy when you're making reels. Hook, social proof, actionable advice, CTA, and caption structure. And I promise you, not only will your Instagram account grow, but you'll sign more ideal clients and you'll make way more money.